What is up, guys? Got a very awesome deck for you today. So, we're doing Northern Realms Witchers. I've been running variations of this for the past couple weeks, and none of them were clicking with me. There was ones that were focused with, like, had Igni and Yrden, right? And used the Carrick City Guards to try and push everything onto a row and just hit it. Awesome when it worked, but it's working like 1 out of 15 games. Not that bad, but you get the idea. Then you kind of had other ones where you were relying more towards engines and stuff, and that's where you were generating value. And those were kind of awkward. And then kind of Trynet and then Freddybabes basically kind of have this version, a little bit of a melding of the two. And it's, I think, the way to go. The other ones I was not having very successful win rates. This one has been, so far, pushing 100% win rate. So yeah, hopefully that gets you enticed, and we'll run through it really quick. Yeah, sorry also for not posting videos too much recently. I just got a little tired of the expansion stuff, running into the same 4 decks. So I took a little break, hopefully not too long, but I'm back now. We'll get into it. So we're doing Uprising here because we're pulling a lot of stuff out, getting lots of units on boards, like especially like Witcher Trio here, right? So you pull them out, and then you do leader. Good targets for stuff like that. But also because we've got double carryover, a lot of your units round 3 are already boosted. So getting an extra Scytheman is kind of really huge power play there. But, just solid leader. It kind of disappeared for a bit when Shield Wall took over. But it's nice to see that this one's coming out. I think a little less toxic. Doing Crystal Skull, you're putting that on your Griffin Witchers because if you're having a long round 3, they just machine gun out 3 points. Awesome stuff. Amphibious Assault, you guys know, you just play this card, right? Now, on decks where I was playing the ones that didn't do Yrden because I thought he was just not really good for this instance. I'm like, he's good with something like Revenants or Commandos where you can put a bunch back in your deck and get a lot of value for him. And he's very much geared towards that. But if you just use them as carryover instead of trying to gain the points back, when you're also running something as Vesemir, you get double carryover on some cards, right? So your Witcher Trio here is coming down for 15 points if you do it in round 3. Really solid deal. But you also think, right, like your Adepts, they're getting, because Nilfgaard's around, they're getting clapped by Turning Joust. Not anymore, because they're coming down at 6 in round 3. Really solid stuff. And, other stuff like Keldar, right? He's getting clapped easy. Not anymore, because he's coming down for 6 with 1 armor. Okay? And then even your kind of small cards that aren't super great, they're getting bonuses. Well, I shouldn't say that the card itself isn't super great. They're not super great in the point department. Now they're at least able to at least trade up more for that. And then they're also playing into your Scythemans here and the Scytheman from your leader. So that's kind of a huge thing with this deck, and it works really phenomenal. Like I wasn't sold on it, and then I see it in action, and I've played it, and I'm like, okay, wow, that's great. Yrden, yeah, V. Colgrim, bye-bye. Carryover Quinn gets us anything we want. With the Adrenaline 3, you can kind of protect something, but kind of with running Witchers, it negates it. You could still run it, but you don't really necessarily have to run it on Neuromancy. It frees up some provisions and also gets you a couple points. Keldar, phenomenal engine piece if you can get it going. Really good with your Adepts, just getting a bunch of units on the board. Natalis, we're running lots of warfare here. We got AA, we got target practices, and then I took out the Griffin Witcher Mentor and I put a Bowling Oil because there's just always those cards that you just want to kill that are going to be 5 strength, right? Don't blow this on a little engine piece. Save it for a Damien, something like that. Save it for a Dunka, right? Don't blow it on a bronze engine piece. Just a little sneak attack there. Leo, got a lot of Witchers. You're getting quite a few points with this one, especially because it's probably coming out boosted a little bit. Actually good usage for the Witcher Trio here. Yeah, you're typically actually looking for round 3 because, again, you can come down for 15 points. Awesome. Select a mutation, getting a slot of the cards here, and then getting Witcher Student on each row, which goes good with our Adepts. Berengar, 9 for 6 if you have Witcher. Shouldn't be too hard. Just pay attention to kind of Witcher stack a little bit. If you only have like one Witcher in a row, it's a little risky. But yeah, he can come down for 11 for 6. Got a Griffin Witcher's decent little engine piece, but if it gets removed, it's not the end of the world, and you can honestly try and bait out locks or something so your adepts stick, because that's your real powerhouse over this. Target practice gets a student for our adepts, and we also get a boost by 4, so nice 6 for 4. Make sure you're paying attention to the Witcher on the boosted units row. It doesn't have to be a Witcher itself. Kedwenny Knight, lots of points, because it's going to get the 1 from Yrden. So like normally comes down for like a 12, and so now it's gonna be a 13. It's basically just in the deck. Like if your opponent passes and you need to like close the gap, it kind of just sits in there. But also decent point slam if you ever need it. You sometimes have some fun with Mill running around now. That card gets pulled out and boost by 3. Powerhouse, right? You just pray they stick. Yeah, a lot of decks know how powerful these are, and they'll do everything to try and take them out. But you know, Radovid's Royal Guard should hopefully help some of our ancient pieces stick. It's the phenomenal bronze and our card. You're just playing it. You're playing this on your low end and this on your high end. And then to finish it out, we got our Scytheman with the double carryover. Absolutely big. So, not a lot of control here, but we do have a little bit. We can shut down Super Greed, and we can maybe get a little sneak attack in there. But we really have points. This deck does a good job with points. And can win in that regard. So, a little bit of long deck explanation, but I hope that gave you a good rundown of it, and we'll hop into the games.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Our Adepts are gonna get slapped the ever-loving like. Sorry, my brain just shut off there because I was looking at my mulligans. Yeah, they're getting slapped around. I don't even think we run them because I mean he's gonna be rocking them. Why wouldn't you? I do really would like double carryover. That would be great. We don't need 2 Scythemen, but this one's a little bit more dead. Okay, there's our double carryover. Love to see it, and we do have red coin. Love to see that. I mean, we could definitely go with these and hopefully bait out some of it. Would be pretty nice. We have AA. We can hold that. Okay, so getting clapped, but we're gonna go and play it. See what happens. And if we get both turning Joss out, then I'll be satisfied playing my Adepts earlier, so it'll work out. Or playing my Adepts later, I think I said earlier. Fire Scorpion. Wait, has that always had 1 armor? Let's lay down the pressure.
For honor. And for coin.
Well, we have to use it. Might as well just hit that. Okay, so we got an Adrenaline 5 on this, and we can just play that whenever. I mean, because I'm not pulling it back. We're going for the double boost. Okay, we got Helga. Okay, if he's playing Hefty Helga this early, I'm afraid he might renew it or something. Might. What Adrenaline card should we pull here to have in hand? Probably just Keldar. Don't think that'd be too bad. We gotta shuffle card back. We can do a Scytheman. So we'll take him. Put a Scytheman back. Actually, I'm gonna go and take that shield away, and then we can start gunning it down. Probably should have actually done that, because he certainly did.
As good as dead, that was.
Okay, that kills. We're gonna go for double boost.
Suffering? Our suffering binds us.
He's definitely just gonna kill that, even though I'm not taking it, but this is the kind of reason why you play him. He's a little bit awkward for this deck, but okay, he's running locks too. I think our Adepts are screwed, and I'm also afraid for Keldar here. Could also maybe put him back and try an amphibious assault for him. Okay, go for this. Yeah, turn on 5.
Much left of that world.
Okay, and even if it passes, we can still take it here with a Kedwani Knight. Look at this big boy. He's 5, and then we're gonna pull him out for what? So he gets 3, so it's 8, and then it's a 4 thing, so that gets 5. Woo!
I never miss.
So we have 14 here. If we play that, it gets us to 19. I mean, that's not bad. You can keep flushing some stuff out of him. And I would be fine playing something else if I absolutely had to.
Scare and scatter
Wait.
the lots.
Oh, because yeah, Vesemir doesn't boost him. That's fine, though. I mean, Leo, maybe. Not the best play. Because we could also do Geralt Quen for Keldar here. For, obviously not now, for a later round. But those tourney jousts are the tricky part here. Tricky part is going to slap us around. Wow, okay, that was worth it. We're going to wait on the pass here. We're going to play psychological games. The opponent think we've got something. Okay, I think we've thought it out, boys. Okay, if he doesn't have Helga anymore, beautiful. Because we also got Invocation out of there. We got Yoink out of there, and we got Helga out of there. Perfecto. Assassinations are gone. I would have liked to have seen Tourney Joust, though. What am I playing here? Just a Scytheman, maybe? I actually should have kept the other one for the... Expecting the dry pass. That was a misplay on my part. Yeah.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
Seems a lot of times when I get the dry pass, I'm playing a 4-strength unit. It's kind of funny. Okay, gotta be careful with their mulligans here. Okay, easy mulligans. Look at that, though. Oh boy. Should we double shield? Could you imagine if you could get 2 shields on it? That's what his stat is. Okay. So Natalis here gets us a target practice. And our Adepts, double boosted, would be surviving many things. And it's out of his C's range. I think that seems pretty good. What other Witcher would we pull? Nothing. So we can just go ahead and do that.
Can I come down now?
It'd be crazy if I would honestly take maybe a provision more if they could turn any unit into an adept, because like you'd be hitting your Natalis and stuff like that. Okay, there's the Tourney Joust. Which one's he gonna hit? Aha! Oh shoot. Okay, makes me think if he's gonna leader off of that, he might be running Damien. So boiling oil would be pretty handy there. Amphibious assault. Do you get amphibious assault for another one? Probably. It's gonna be a big old unit.
Yeah. Retrieve the bolt. I know. I'm on it.
Guess you could just lock it, but got 11 points. It's got a shield. Can't be too mad. Be interesting if he actually gets any value off of his adept. But I mean, at 4 provisions, I was talking about 5 provisions. I mean, as it is now, is a phenomenal card, and honestly, making it 5 provisions would be a nerf in many ways. I just think it would have some decent synergies with your lower stuff and be kind of nice. But oh my gosh, yeah. Well, at least other stuff might be living. So just go ahead and do this. Sure.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
The windmill. Its sticks spin around and smash you.
Okay, what other tactics does he have? Another tourney joust. He's used 2 assassinations. That was back in round 1. So he's got 5. Because it bases 3. Okay, he is. No, that's good. He's devotion. What's other ones? So there's gonna be another tourney joust. Maybe some coded weapons. Probably one of the bigger tactics too. Okay. Go ahead and go this. Oh, we gotta be careful with the you know. Yeah, you know. You know. Oh, it could be the damage like ones. You know what I mean? Treason or whatever. So we're just gonna play him back here.
Unlike some, my dear Cohen, I polish my quill, not my sword.
Yeah, treason. Cause I almost put him right there, and I'm like, that'd be a beautiful treason for him. That's just giving away stuff. Ah, leather lock. Yeah, what's really gonna hurt here is that type of stuff. I guess he doesn't realize he can change his Leo. Got 2 Leos here. Okay, just go for that. It's gonna be such a good treason for him though, and I don't like that. But whatever.
Tomfoolery! Enough!
I think we're losing this. Because it always summons on either side, like I can't. Does placing it between change that?
Barbarian soul!
Well, we have a Yrden target. So probably playing it over here at least would mitigate some damage, correct? Like 1. And we can kill that with our boiling oil if we need to. Sorry I wasn't talking too much. I'm just actually trying to win a game here. It's been a moment for me. Ah, This place is so brutal. Everyone's like, coup de grace needs buff, coup de grace needs... It's like, I get it needs buffed when you're actually trying to steal your opponent's cards, but this play right here is just... Oh, it's got the poisons. Is he gonna have Damien? That is the question here. What other tall removal would they be rocking? Because their devotion, he's already used Yennefer's invocation. Make sure that's in here. And he's used Leo, so this should be fine. I just want to hang on to that boiling oil.
No, oh no, no, no. You can't just sacrifice it.
A lot of points there. We got 11 points for 6. I mean, it does. It was at least somewhat proficient in provisions. Was this guy in Witcher 1? Because that thing obviously is Witcher 1, and you know, the kind of cow in the setting looks a little bit like, what is it, the 4th act? I believe when you go to that town. Okay, there's his other tourney joust. I mean, he has last say regardless, so just go ahead and play it now.
Carrying arrows with bite. I really ought to try that.
Nice points here, though. Nice points. That double carryover is really huge. Hey, there we go. We even used leader, too. Nice. Feels good.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, let's just get it over with. I'm with you on that one, girl. Let's get it over with. Double carryover, though. Cannot complain in that regard. Yeah, we want to get some of these boys boosted, though, in our deck, like Keldar. We'll kick his scythe in. Really, there we go. Okay, so at least got an adept. It's getting clapped from a turn joust. Not too mad. Alright, we're gonna go just royal guards. Just
No audiences. King's Tower today.
solid first play for any Northern Realms deck. Kind of like with monsters, you get your larvas. Northern Realms, they've got their cards. Okay.
I always find a way in.
Adept here is not bad.
Climbing's the easy bit. Getting down's another matter.
We'll save that because I might go for an amphibious assault for a just Griffin Witcher. Wait, or is it the mentor? I forget. Yeah, it's just the Griffin Witchers. Mentors are the draw ones. Okay, go selective mutation. Get 2 of them on board. But I'll go target practice first.
You gotta hit. You gotta dodge. You gotta have to.
Oh, I probably should have crystal skulled onto that. Yeah. Win stupid prizes. Okay, is this a what's the Colgrim deck? We'll see, but we're gonna go for this.
Can't see it getting any better than this.
Alright, then we'll start playing these for double carryover. Yeah, this is probably a golden deck. Well, got a card to be very handy with that. Going to kill this.
Suffering? Our suffering binds us.
Should we just Crystal Skull into that? I mean, that makes it absolutely gigantic. Because with this, we can at least use it to win the round if we have to. So keeping him up is probably a good call. Because, I mean, that machine gunning out 3 points, it's a good thing. But I'm thinking we can at least pull those points back out if we need to win the round, which we really do because Colgrim could just slap us down in a 2-0. That's a scary thing. Which it might not be. But I think if they're playing the dog, old Knickers over here, that card, they're junking up our hand and they're thinning out some more. Plus that, I think we're seeing, yeah, it's Colgrim.
Don't yell, Marita, you'll strain your throat. Help is not on the way.
Not much left of that world.
Nice. Got our double carryover, we go into the long round. Didn't mess with our deck too much. But a little bit. We go into the long round. Now, a scary thing here that, I mean, I'll take it. Interesting thing to put back. What other choices? You had to have better choices there. You had to have better choices there. Oh, does it put it on top? And
no one can hide from me.
Wicked little play. Canarella got buffed so massively this expansion with that, like all those Nilfgaardian stuff, which put like high provision ones on the top, you know, that blind bat guy thing, and then the location. Oh gosh, man. I don't see us really having a lot of good targets for that, so we can pull it out with him. We gotta be careful with mulligans. So we can draw a Gwen for Keldar. It's not bad. Yeah, I think we just keep it. We gotta be careful with mulligans. We don't have a leader. That really hurts too.
If not by strength, then by stealth.
This, does it live? Right on any assassinations, but he would maybe have some locks. Go ahead and go for this.
Not without good reason. They call him the Stern.
That played right into it. Alright, go and do this.
Softens him up. The sword finishes him off.
Okay. I think we're just gonna go ahead and do this.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
I think we deny at least a fair amount of points with that. His Yrden was pretty nice for him for a couple extra points. I mean, like that little thing for your drive pass, I think is pretty decent. Alright, let's try and get Adepts going.
Hack your foot. Come on, give it a lash. Sing along.
Do you think he'd have another lock? I think it's really possible. But not much we can do. I mean, I guess that makes the Keldar live, so we'll go for it. It's a fat old unit. Don't think he'd be doing Yennefer's Invocation because it slaps it back on top. You kind of don't want that for Colgrim. Okay, Nausicaa. I have Yrden here, like, oh, okay, I don't think I finished my train of thought earlier, sorry about that. The thing that would be scary for us is if he has Letho and he does it on 2 different rows, we're probably getting clapped for that. But
I don't train on the comb. I hate it.
Retrieve the bolt. I know. I'm on it.
alright, no Attorney Joust. Okay. It lives.
Let their blood break their bones and spirit!
Okay, so we should do GWENT for an extra Witcher on board. Now we have to pick a card that goes back. It's actually really tough. Scytheman's gonna be more, right? I think we just have to put him back.
The windmill. Its sticks spin around and smash you.
Always going on about
A lot of
this
points
Mark
here.
fella.
I wish we had leader. It'd be huge. But I think our base is going to be pretty solid. Like our base score, not counting his Colgrim score, because we have Yrden here. A little early on that. But
Such thing as justice in this world. Not an ounce of it.
okay.
Climbing's the easy bit. Getting down's another matter.
So we go wide.
The more you know, the less you blunder like a
Can I
buffoon.
do the pendulum? I'm much better at that.
We go wide here. It's actually kind of a little bit to calculate here. I think looking back over this footage, I could probably find a path where I could have maximized points more. But I'm thinking this is at least the best. But we had a lot of options there that I wish we could have drawn into. Okay, yeah, there's the 2.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah. At least there's not much of a deck difference.
Hey, I can see Carryover from here.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
We got points, boys.
You gotta dodge.
We got
You gotta have
points.
the
I'm getting a little more sold on that Yrden in this deck instead of like an Igni for just that double carryover.
Go on, Enkazer!
Can I come down now?
I'm saving this for the...
A time to sow, and a time to die.
Actually, let's get a calculator out to actually see what's going to be the better row to hit. So we got
What's
1,
better than
2.
dead noble?
So 1, 2, 6 plus 14. So we got 20 that were taken away there versus 14. Okay, you just passed it. Cool. Oh wait, were we probably even up at hidden points? I wasn't even looking at that. Oh, my bad, opponent. I should just pass. I'm sorry. But hey, not too bad.